Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Coming at y'all with another video. And as you see, a picture of a so-called Caucasian woman with black men hands wrapped around the body, right? And as you see on the arms of the so-called black men, you see light skin. So it's letting you know that, you're destroying your own body. You're destroying your gene dealing with the so-called white woman. Vice versa when the black woman deals with the so-called white man. And it said at the bottom, hashtag hate better. You know what I'm saying? Because they know there is self-hate dealing with the women of the other nations. And the Bible speaks about that. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe, for we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed, and their children and their seed shall inherit the land. So we not supposed to deal with the other nations, man. We not supposed to interracial marriage, man, because that's actually destroying your seed. Because the kid possibly maybe still an Israelite, depending if the father got a woman of the other nations pregnant. But he might not want to be an Israelite. He might say he mixed and he's following the philosophies of his mother that might be a damn Arab, you know what I'm saying? Or Edomite, a so-called white woman. So he might denounce his inheritance of being a Hebrew Israelite, being a Jew, you know what I'm saying, from the stock of Jacob. He might denounce that, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. You know what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to deal with them. You know, that's point blank period in the Bible. Only way that we could deal with the women of the other nations is if we conquered the whole nation and destroyed them. And let me get that. Salakia, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots and people more than thou, be not afraid. So let me get to the point. Salakia. Where is it? It's so here it is, Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 10. It say, when thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Lord Yahweh thy God hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captivities a beautiful woman. So that could be an Edomite woman, a Moabite woman, an Arab woman. You know what I'm saying? It say, and has a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife. So basically it's telling you can deal with them, but you got to conquer them first. You just can't be dealing with a random heathen, man. You got to conquer their nation, make sure that they not spreading their beliefs and they false beliefs on the world, because the world is for Israel, man. So that lets you know that, you know what I'm saying, you can have a woman of the other nations, but we have to conquer them. We have to put them in captivity first. You see what I'm saying? And there's another precept too, which I'm gonna get it, but let me go back to Deuteronomy 7 and 3. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 3. I'm going to go to 4. It say, for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord Yahweh be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. So that's the reason why the Lord didn't want, us dealing with the other nations, because they was going to turn their back on the Most High and start serving other gods. Just like Solomon, when he was building temples to his heathen women, man. And that was the ultimate reason why we went into captivity. That's why the Lord destroyed us, man. And he kicked us out of Israel, That's the primary reason, man. Yeah, so that's why the Most High he was angry with the Israelites, our people, and Jake's still doing it today, man. Jake doing whatever he want to do. He don't want to hit a word. He just walk past the camp, and he's caught up in his everyday life, man. So let me get this next scripture, because according to the Bible, you could deal with the heathen women, but you have to put them in captivity first. Then when you conquer them, then you can take whatever you want. So let me get this. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 31, verse 17. It say, now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that have known man by lying with him. So basically, if you're dealing with a woman, if you trying to, if the woman got a husband, you got to kill her because she's already defiled. 18. It say, but all the women, children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves, so you can deal with them. But these laws only gonna be implemented when we get into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And we already know what Yahweh Shah said about the laws. And let me get that too. So this is out Yahweh Shah mouth, Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So it say, verily, verily, I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass. So the laws is going to be here forever, man. 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach it men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. You see what I'm saying? So the laws is not done away with, man, because you might have some sisters out there that don't agree with what's being said. But remember, we got to go according to the Torah, man. The Bible tell you, pay double as she did unto you, man. So when they was breaking up the families, man, you know what I'm saying, and then, taking our sisters, that's going to be done unto them. But as of right now, we're not in the kingdom, so we cannot deal with the white woman. We cannot deal with the other nations because they're going to turn our sons away from following Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see what I'm saying? But it is lawful according to the Bible. I'm going to get a few more scriptures. This is the book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. Now, when these things were done, the prince came to me saying, the people of Israel and the priests of the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the land, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, and the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites, because the priest was dealing with the heathen, man. They was dealing with the heathen women, and they were supposed to separate from them. And they was going according to the abominations when you read on, man. And the Most High didn't want that to last. He didn't want us to deal with the heathen. because we the princes of the power. The Most High commanded us to follow the law, statutes, commandments. So with that, I hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. With that, I want to say Shalom.